Alright guys, welcome back, and we finally have the confirmation that we will get a Memento and also Vaalmonica. This is what I want to talk about today. The new Memento cards. The Memento is very, very interesting. It is also very interesting the question, when do we get these secret packs, these actually 3 secret packs, which would be Memento, Vaalmonica, and then also Centurion, which Centurion we really expected on the release of this new selection pack. I honestly, and you can let me know what you think, do not really think that we will get all of these secret packs come the 10th of April, because the selection pack we will get there will probably be quite big. And from like hyping the game perspective, from Konami's perspective, I think it makes way more sense to give us these secret packs after a while, maybe after 2 weeks. After the new selection pack in April comes out, then everybody's playing the new pack, new cards from the April pack, maybe Primate, maybe, I don't know, the new Fiendsmith stuff, whatever, maybe Rise or even Malice if it gets totally crazy. And then they have 2 weeks to play this, and then the engagement goes down a bit, and then you drop all of these secret packs, giving us even more new stuff. I don't really think that we will get a selection pack on the 10th and 3 secret packs with support for 3 different archetypes, because then we would have a big wave of new cards. I mean, I would love this, don't get me wrong, I just don't think this will happen, but it obviously could. So we have the new Memento cards, and why is this cool? This firstly is cool, by the way, because Memento, it's actually a very cheap archetype at the moment. We can type in Memento here, and you can see right here that we have Memento Anguish as an ultra rare, which you need a 3 of, and then we have the boss monster Memento Command Creation, which you need 1 of. So this is actually quite cheap. Obviously, they are taxing this like they always do with new support cards. But if we take a look at them, the important thing, why did this refresh? The important thing to note here is that Memento Creation King, the new fusion monster, we only need twice. The Achiron, we only need 1 of, and the Memento Sleepy, the 3rd new card, we also only need 1 of. So whatever they decide to do with this ultra rare wise, it's not that bad, because in the worst case we need 4 additional ultra rares if they decide to make all of them ultra rare, which I don't really think. We have Memento Mictlan Tetushika Creation King, 3 Memento monsters. You can make this with Memento Fusion. You can banish this card from your graveyard, add 1 Memento Tichlan from your deck to your hand, so the field spell, that is very nice. And then if this card is fusion summoned, you can send 3 Memento cards from your deck and or extra deck to the graveyard. Note here that you can also send from the extra deck, with normally you will summon this guy, and then you will send another Memento Tichlan Tetushika Creation King to the graveyard, which you then use to add your Memento Mictlan from deck to your hand. So you make this one, send 1 of this to the graveyard, and then 2 other Memento monsters from your deck to continue your spells. You can also leave this on the end board, where this is a quick effect. You can target an equal number of Memento monsters you control and cards your opponent controls for cost, destroy them, which is also quite nice. So a really good card for Memento, a really good addition that you will use twice. Then we have Mementotlan Achiron, which is an Aqua Water 5. This card is normal or special summoned. You can activate this effect this turn. Level 9 or higher Memento monsters can attack directly. This can come up, but doesn't always. If this card is destroyed by card effect, you can target 1 of your other Memento cards that is banished or in your graveyard, added to your hand. So you can recycle something like your Memento Fusion or your Memento Bone Party, or even the monsters, which is super nice. If a Memento monster in your hand and or face of field is destroyed by battle or card effect while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this. Also cool, because you can dump this to the graveyard, for example, via your Tetushika Creation King, and then you can revive it once something gets destroyed, which all the time this happens. And then you also can destroy this one to get an additional effect. So a really good extender, obviously not a starter for the Memento deck, but man, the artwork is ugly. We have Memento and Sleepy, very important one. This was from the 2nd wave together with the Creation King, and then this was the 3rd support wave. We are obviously getting all of this now, since it has been so much time that has passed since we have gotten the 1st support wave. Level 3 beast effect: if a monster in your possession was destroyed by card effect this turn, which always happens. Quick effect: you can special summon this card from your hand, very nice. An extender: if this card is normal or special summon, you can fusion summon 1 Memento Fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as material. So another way to make a fusion summon happen, which is very good. And if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can send 1 Memento card from your deck to the graveyard. This is always important. This sending from the deck to the graveyard, because this means we can revive stuff. For example, the Akiron, we can send even more stuff. So the sending from the deck to the graveyard or extra deck to the graveyard is always important. Memento and Sleepy with very strong effects. And with these support cards, Memento will finally be very strong. Potentially, we will also get in the April pack the rest of the Fiendsmith cards, which we then can also make great use of. Memento is also in the prime position to benefit from the Beatrice ban, because Beatrice ban means that not a lot of decks can now use the Fiendsmith engine to bridge into their main engine, but Memento can, because we have the Aerial Eater, which is very good. We can type in Eater, I guess this will find it, which is a very good card that can be used by Jubel and also by Memento, because this works with Fiends. So they are in a prime position to use the engine of the Fiendsmith to be a supportive engine for the Memento main engine. So good times for Memento. Memento finally eating good. You can let me know in the comments whether you are hyped for this or not, but I know the comments, a lot of people were waiting for this for such a long time. So finally it comes. By the way, if you like my videos, please consider subscribing, hitting a thumbs up and the notification bell. This would help me out a lot. Thank you. And then we have the Vaalmonica support. Yay. With this support, the deck was still not great. We have a Vara, Vaalmonican, Concord, Link 2 monsters, including a Vaalmonica Link monster. So you can use this dragon, I think. Quickly take a look at this. I think this is, how do we even spell this? I have rarely ever typed this in. I guess you can use either this one or maybe the dragon. I guess you will use the dragon, I suppose. Unaffected by non-Vaalmonica card effects while 6 or more resonant counters are on the field. Not that unlikely. 3000 attack, by the way. This card gains 1 additional attack each battle phase for each level 4 Vaalmonica monster you control. Also not unlikely. Once per turn, when your opponent would special summon a monster, quick effect, you can negate the summon. And if you do destroy that monster, then remove 3 resonant counters from your field. Actually, this is a very strong card for a Link one, I think. Interesting. It's a bit bad that you need to use a Link monster here. That makes it less flexible, but still very strong, going second killing and also going first as an interruption. But I guess this is more of a going second card, I would assume. Then we have Vaalmonica Creation, a trap card, continuous trap card. That is while you have 6 or more resonant counters on the field, Vaalmonica Link monsters you control gain 1200 attack. So we have 4200 on this one, crazy. And then you can only use each once. If your opponent special summons a monster, you can immediately after this effect resolves a Link summon one Vaalmonica Link monster on your opponent's turn. Could, for example, go for this one, have an additional interruption life. That's nice. And then if this card is sent from the hand or field to the graveyard, you can place resonance counters on one card in your pendulum zone that you can place a resonance counter on until it has 3. Okay, so in effect that if it goes to the graveyard, triggers. Not a bad card, not a super amazing card, honestly, but probably a one-off in the deck. And then Vaalmonica Hereditare. When a spell counter trap, by the way, when a spell trap card or monster effect is activated while you control a Vaalmonica Link monster, not unlikely since you will end up on the Link one. Negate the activation, and if you do destroy that card, that's nice. And then like all of the new traps and spells that are being released to the game, especially the traps, let me know if you also have noticed it. It has a graveyard effect for banishment, like all of them have in the last times. You can banish this card from your graveyard, shuffle into the deck Vaalmonica cards from your face up, extra deck graveyard into banishment, except Vaalmonica Hereditare, up to the number of resonance counters on your field. Then you can draw 1 card for every 3 cards shuffled. Okay, I mean, normally these effects are not great, and this one also isn't that great, but it's obviously very nice that you can probably search this quite easily. Use this because you want to end up on your Link 1, and it's easy to end up on the Link 1, and then you just have an additional effect to recycle resources. So I have to say all of these support cards are quite solid, but as we already know from these cards being in the game, OCG and TCG, that is not a big impact, so they don't really matter, unfortunately. But yeah, new Vaalmonica support coming if you were excited. And then obviously we also still need to get the Centurion cards. There's actually 1 card missing here, I think. That will also come. Emblema Salvation, it is called, I think. But these are the 2 important ones. I have shown you the combo already. You can check out the combo video in the top right corner, because I was expecting this to come on Friday. Unfortunately, it didn't. But yeah, we will get a lot of support in April. April will be an interesting month. At least I'm very hyped for this. Let me know in the comments what you are most excited for. Memento, Centurion, or maybe even Vaalmonica. Let me know. Thanks for being here, and we will see each other in the next one.